Hello guys, so today we will look for how the memory is allocated for variables or array or any type which we have declared in our program. So when we talk about the memory, so what is the memory? When we are talking about the memory at the runtime, then it is the random access memory or RAM which is divided into the partitions. So for an example, if I have a 1 GB RAM or 4 GB RAM or 3 GB RAM, then it is divided into partitions, and each partition is of 1 byte, and each byte of the memory has the unique address. Why the unique address? Unique address is for identifying the partition. So now if in my program I declare the type of a variable is int or char, then generally int will occupy 4 bytes of memory and char will occupy 1 byte of memory. So if in my program it scans the statement that int a is equals to 4, then the steps are it scans the statement, look up the free space in the memory, and then allocate the memory when we execute our program. So the partition is look like that. So if I take some of the partition of the RAM, so these are some given partitions, and assume that they all are free, then any of 4 byte it will occupy for variable a. So when it scans int a equals to 4, then it occupy 4 byte of the memory, like for this 102, 103, 104 or 105, and allocate the space to this variable and initialize the value to 4. Actually this is for only understanding. Actually it allocate the value in the binary form. The value is written in binary in the memory. So now next, if it scans a statement like that a++, then what it will do, look up in the table for the address of the variable, that what is the address of a, then update the value and write the new updated value in the memory. So this is our address space, and it looks for the variable a, it retrieve the value and increment it and then save it in the memory like that. New updated value is this in this address space. So now we look if we declare a array, the array of an integer size. So I declare an array of integer type which has the size of 2, and I initialize the 0th element of array with value 1 and first element of the array with value 2. Then what is the size of this array? So the total space which the array will need is size of integer multiplied by the total numbers in the array or total number of elements in the array. So the total space is, the size of integer is 4 and total 2 elements, so 4 cross 2 equals to 8. 8 bytes it will occupy in the memory. So our address space is look like that, from 100, 101, 102 and 103 it will initialize with the value 1, which is the A0, and then from 104, 105, 106 and 107 it initialize with the first element of array A1 equals to 2, and we want to retrieve the value of array, then it look up in this memory and retrieve the value. So I think it should be clear to you how the memory is allocated. Now we will move forward in the next video. Thanks.